Alright guys, so as you know, in late 2018, early 2019, I came out the closet, y'all. I started sharing my numbers. Yes, I did. I started sharing my debt journey because I just felt it was important for two reasons. Number one, I wanted to hold myself accountable to the process and the journey of getting out of debt. And number two, I like to inspire people. So I figured if I'm going through like a financial situation and I want debt freedom, I'm sure there are other people going through financial situations, hardships, whatever you want to call them, and they also want debt freedom. So I wanted to inspire. All of last year, I was tracking my debt in a little notebook that I got from CVS. It worked very well, but I wanted to up the game, y'all. So I created my very own debt tracker, guys, and I want to give you a tour. So there are going to be two covers. There's a gray and white cover and a black and white cover. And basically what I do, and if you hear my kids in the background, that is what it is, okay? What I do is I created some worksheets. So I have a goals sheet. Every month there are some goals that I like to set for myself. Just something to kind of guide my thinking for the whole month. I gave you a debt tracker sheet, and I gave you some pre and post trackers. So what does that even mean? Let me just show you, okay? You'll start the month with these two worksheets. Basically, this is the goals sheet. It tells you what your monthly goals are. I always like to set 3. I do like a little financial to-do list. I try not to make my to-do lists too long because when they're too long, you don't get through them. So I like them short and sweet. I like to be inspired, so you could put a Bible verse if you want. Could put a quote that you heard from somebody. I don't know, something your kids said that inspires you. You put it in here, and then here just like a quick reflection. Usually it could be on your financial situation the month before, like reflect, like what did I do last month? What do I want to be different this month? And you kind of put that there. Here, this is kind of what I was doing last year with my debt tracker. You list your creditors, if you have a car payment, if you have a student loan, whatever it is, at Macy's, whatever you got. Listed here, you always put your previous balance and then you put your current balance. So my column right here will be my totals from December 2019, and current will be what happens at the end of January. Then my plus and minus column just tells me, how much did it go down or did it go up? Because sometimes we pay our bills, but they still go up, right? I know, terrible. And I'm also big on tracking credit score. It's really important that you know your credit score, especially if you're into or getting ready to make a big ticket purchase, maybe a house, right? Or a car. You need a good credit score. If not, you're going to get a really horrible rate. But that's a whole other conversation. All right, let's keep going. Now, when you go to the next page, because remember, I am going to be creating a Facebook group where we can, kind of just talk to each other a little bit more on a daily basis, and we can post things that will help us. This will be the topic of the month for January. What is debt? And you're like, oh my God, that's such a dumb question. Well, no, I don't think it's a dumb question. I think that, we need to sit down and talk about what is debt. Sometimes we carry debt that we think is not debt, but it's actually debt, and it's hindering us from doing better in the future. So I think that a conversation about what debt is and how it affects us, I think we need to have those conversations, right? So that's how I start, and I give you like a little monthly task every month to tell you how you should think, or encourage you. I don't want to tell you how to think. I want to encourage you. That's a better word. Encourage you to think about certain things, guide your thinking. It's kind of what I do in my classroom, because y'all know I am a teacher. So I don't tell my kids what to think and say, but I do encourage and guide their thinking. And then here, this is just a page for notes. Did you experience some hurdles? Did you experience some hardships? Did you experience some small victories? Write them down. Did you call a creditor and they told you a specific thing to do for the next month? jot those notes down here so that you always have this centralized place to come back to if ever you have a question about your debt. Be like, oh wait, I took my notes in my notes section. Let's keep going. My kids are singing Baby Shark. I don't know if you can hear it. I can. Okay, so now, something that I did not do last year and I am gonna start doing this year, and it's tracking my expenses. Like, this tracker is gonna be in my bag, in my book bag, every single day. Every time I spend money, I'm going to track it. I'm going to write it down here. I'm going to put the total, and I'm going to put whether it was a need or a want, because I want to track my habits at the end of the month. Like, did I spend most of my money on wants or most of my money on needs? And sometimes when you do activities like this and you reflect on them 30 days later, you start to see trends in your way of doing things that you didn't see before. So I want to do that. I want to uncover whether I am wasting my money or I'm being a wise, prudent spender. I gave you 2 of these sheets because, I don't know, sometimes we tend to spend a lot in the month. So you'll notice that there are 2 in the case that you run out of space. You have more space here, or you might not need this extra space. Who knows? Everybody's different. Here, you guys, if you have followed me, you know that I do a yearly budget worksheet, Excel sheet, which I will be uploading onto my website. Yes, I said it, y'all got a website. Yes, I do. I will share that information with you real soon. I'll share it. It'll be like a free downloadable link if you want to use it. It'll be a little freebie. But aside from tracking on my computer, I want to track by hand. I want to feel myself writing the numbers. I want to feel the weight of writing $721 to my student loans every month. I want to feel that. So that's why I incorporated this budget sheet. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to, but you know, I put down a section for bills, student loans / debt, retirement savings, transportation, shopping, groceries, eating out. I know, let's be honest, working people, sometimes you just have to eat out. Just keeping it real. And then miscellaneous expenses. So as my debt tracker series, you know, unravels throughout the year, I will go into more detail about how I'm going to be filling out these sections. And then of course, my Frugal Mom logo, okay? And then it starts all over again. Now, I didn't show you for January, but each month we'll have a doodling page, and you're like, doodling? Who the heck doodles? I do, okay? And doodling has some really positive effects on the brain, on your emotions. It helps to relax you. It helps to kind of just like let your mind go for a few minutes and kind of just be artistic. So I created these really basic diagrams, really basic graphics, whatever you want to call them, where you can either leave them as is, or you can get some coloring pencils. I wouldn't recommend marker because it might bleed through. So, and I want your tracker to look nice. So I would use a colored pencil, color it in. You can extend the lines or add more to the picture that you're seeing. You can add stickers. I mean, whatever you want to do, you do. But my goal is that at the end of the year, those of us that are tracking together with this tracker, you know, we can kind of make like a little art gallery on our Facebook page and maybe share it publicly and let people see the art and the beauty that came out of our financial struggles. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it, okay? I know that a lot of times we struggle with our finances and we cry and we get frustrated and we get angry and our blood pressure starts rising. But I firmly believe that out of something that can be horrid and frustrating, something beautiful can be birthed. And that is the goal with these doodling pages. I think that a lot of people are going to start realizing, whoa, I'm an artist. Yes, I am. Let's keep going. Okay, so now we are at the back of the book. These are the comparison charts that I was talking to you about earlier. So you will have some comparison charts, some pre and post trackers that at the beginning of the month, or excuse me, at the beginning of the year, I'm going to ask you to fill out. And then when you get to the end, I'm going to ask you to fill out the post tracker. So let's take a look at what they look like. Here is the pre-tracker snapshot. You'll notice that I did give you 2 of them. I don't know how much debt you have. You know, maybe you have a lot. Maybe you just have 2 things that you want to track, whatever. But hopefully I gave you enough space. So this is what is on it. You will put the name of the creditor. You will put the APR at the beginning of your journey. You will put what your minimum payment was for that account, and you'll put the balance. So I gave you an example. I put Bank of America. I said that the APR was 14.9%. I said the minimum payment was $84 a month, and that the starting balance was $5,723.17. Why I'm so random, I don't know. But I put that there, okay? So you will write that down, and then you will say, what were the total monthly payments per month? So you will take all of these monthly payments, you will add them up to see how much are you taking out of your pay per month for your creditors. And for some of you, I think that total is going to be pretty shocking because you've never totaled it up. You pay $20 here, you pay $30 there, and it feels like, I could pay $32 a month. That's not a big deal. But when you have 5 creditors and each of them are asking for like $50 a month, that's $250 out of your pay that you're paying to creditors. I don't know. That's a lot to me. We have a pre-debt to income ratio snapshot and a post debt to income ratio, DTI. So you're like, DTI, what is that? When you're getting ready to make like these big ticket purchases, kind of like what my husband and I are gearing up for, I want to buy a house, okay? Because I'm tired of this apartment living. I need a creator studio. I need a backyard. I need a laundry room. I need parking. When you're getting ready for that and you go to the bank, they will run a DTI on you. They want to see like, what is your debt to income ratio? Are you someone that we can lend this huge amount of money to? So they have a formula, and what I've done is that I have given you that formula. And we've got your monthly income. I just put down like salary, alimony, child support, social security, bank investment, interest, whatever. You know, you fill that number out. Then on this side, you've got your monthly debt payments, credit cards, car payments, student loans, medical bills, other, whatever, you know, is your situation. You put that here. And then the formula would be your total debt divided by your total income. And then that gives you a DTI in a percentage. And then when you go up here, it says, how do you measure up? So according to the total that you got in this little box, you're going to see where that total falls under here. And it will tell you that if it is in less than 10%, then you're in great shape. If it is, you know, 10% to 20%, you're a good credit risk. If it falls between 20 and 35%, questionable. The bank might be like, we don't know. We got to keep talking about this. We're not 100% sure we can lend this to you. But if your number down here is 35% or above, you are a high credit risk and the bank will most likely turn you down, okay? So that's your pre-DTI. And then of course, there's a post-DTI. Let's see what your DTI is at the end of 12 months. Did you get better? That's the goal, right? So again, you go through the worksheet, you do the math, and then you rate yourself. They're easy little worksheets to kind of give you a snapshot into your financial health, right? Let's keep going. And now we have a comparison chart, okay? I gave you 2 comparison charts because again, I don't know if you have like a lot of debt or maybe you're just tracking 2 or 3. I don't know, everybody's different. But the goal is that you would write down all of your creditors and then your pre-tracker balance. Again, all your creditors and the post-tracker balance. And then we can just, in a quick blink of an eye on this sheet, we can see what we started with in January and what we ended with in December of 2020. The goal, guys, is to see this number decrease. We want to see this to be much smaller than this. And again, it's just 2 sheets in the event that you have more than whatever boxes I created here. And then of course, you did it, right? Congratulating you for getting to the end of the debt tracker. You will notice it is very simple. It is very black and white. I pride myself on being a very simple and black and white type of person. You add as much color to this as you want. You can add as many stickers to this as you want. I plan on going to Michael's this weekend to go find some, you know, planner stickers, some like you did it stickers, some gold stickers. I don't know, because I do plan on decorating my tracker. I'm not going to leave it just black and white, but I did create it in a very simple way so that you can infuse the color and life that you want to infuse into it. I'm very proud of this product. It's my first one of this nature, and I'm sure that there are things that I probably missed. The goal of those of us that are tracking together when we're on that Facebook page is you guys are kind of going to be like my pilot study where I will be asking you questions. Hey, is the tracker working for you? Do you feel that something was missing? Should I add something? And hopefully the 2021 tracker, you know, will be even better. And the 2022 tracker will be even better. We're just going to keep growing on this Frugal Mom debt tracking journey. Guys, I hope you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up. Comment below. What do you think? Do you think that this would be useful for you? And I think that one of the big questions that a lot of people are having is how much is it? Well, it is $27, and of course with an additional shipping and handling fee if you require it to be shipped to you. You're like, $27, that's a lot of money. I've seen debt trackers and planners upwards of $35, $40. I did $27 because again, it covers the cost of creating the product, and it covers the cost of making sure that it gets to you, you know, in a timely fashion. I know that when I charge you for shipping, whether it was on my my Frugal tote bags, a lot of you said you didn't charge us enough for shipping. You're right. I was charging $8 for shipping, and I was paying the rest out of my pocket. So I have priced this up to $27 to ensure that we at least break even. Just keeping it real with you guys, just keeping it super real. The next question you're probably asking is, where can we get it? Well, I mentioned I do have a website. I will be putting that link down below. You can either order through my website, or you can email me and I can direct you to the website if that is too difficult for you. Or you can just call me and I can place the order for you if that would be easier, until get this whole process of my online shop like really on point and legit. I'm learning. I'm new to this, okay? So just be patient with me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you on the next video. Peace out.